Libras, hello, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. I'm sorry I've been away so long, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things now. Leaves, I've missed you. Okay, so we have the stone, the shadow, and the village. I mean, this just feels like, am I anchored in my limitations? Am I anchored in I don't know, because you can shift your energy, right? And I almost feel like there's like this shifty energy that's been present. But it's a shifty energy it's like it shifts because it has to, otherwise it gets limited. And so it's shifting its way out of these limitations. But in order to do so, it has to tap into that shadow energy. And I feel like you've tapped into a shadow energy to shift out of your limitations for such an extended period of time that you've questioned whether or not that was like your actual character. And, you know, there's a line there. There is a line there, right? Because there's shifting into something while it's necessary, and then there's remaining in it when it's no longer necessary. Are you doing harm to others? Are you doing harm to yourself? Do you feel like you're disrespecting yourself when you're doing something? It's something that you would feel like you would have to hide in shame for some reason. However that plays out for you as an individual, because I mean, truly. But I feel like that question, I feel like for a lot of you all, there's a spiritual element to this, of just like asking out loud for help. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was like Dolores Cannon or Abraham Hicks or one of those people, but something about like your angels can only help you if you ask for it. They're not allowed to interfere without permission. And I feel like this, I'm giving you permission, universe or angels or whatever, God, like, I need help getting out of this. This isn't what I'm supposed to be anchored in, and I know that. But sometimes you have to know it before you go for it, attain it, like feel that sense of motivation to like do better, be more, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't say that as in like you're you're in this shifty energy or any, I'm not saying that at all. Because the energy that I'm in currently doesn't feel shifty. It feels like an energy that is like in this in between world and looking both ways and saying, well, I've got a pretty solid stack of both. You know what I mean? It could go either way. It could go either way, right? It could go either way. But when you have these juxtapositions, if you integrate them, I think that you find that you are an empowered version of yourself, and you're able to really see your way out of this in between moment in time. Okay, leaves. This is a fun start. Let's see what we get in terms of clarifiers. I hope everyone's doing well. Leaves. My air signs are not feeling talkative. Okay, we have the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and Santa Muerta. Well, I reckon that is your way out that you have not yet seen. Because there's a decision being made about an opportunity that I think feels like a little bit of a universe was listening. You know what I mean? Like like sprinkled a little fairy dust on you. You know what I mean? I think that there's just this sense of something that you can do that's really like it just makes you feel, I don't know, and I hate the word normal, but like also, just like feeling normal for a while. If you feel like things have been chaotic, if you've been moving and reestablishing yourself and having new friend groups and starting new jobs or however it's all played out for you. I think that there's just this sense of an opportunity that really gives you the chance to make a decision that says, this is who I am. These are, if I am conscious of the fact that I have resided in both of these energies and that I can do whatever I want to, because there's a sense of freedom in that. You know what I mean? It's not really a choice unless you have an actual choice. And so I think you feel like you have an actual choice. And you make the choice that feels right to you. Because I feel like there's like, I don't want to say like the angel and the devil, but it's very Libran, so like whatever. Like the indecision of, I've got this side and this side and this side and this side, and it's just kind of like, but I feel like you've been leaning to one side for a while. You just haven't really, I think there was a feeling of sacrifice. Well, I don't want to have to sacrifice this. And if I lean more into this, then I'm going to sacrifice more of this. And I think for whatever reason, you're more willing to lean in to something different. And it feels like a good thing. It feels like a good, I feel like you're leaning in a good direction, like instead of fighting the current, you're leaning into the current, That's what that felt like. If fight the current, lean into the current, I feel like you're leaning into the current. And I love that. Leaves. Okay. Okay. Libras. The Eight of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Emperor. Well, again, just that sense of, I don't really want to let that go. The Eight of Cups is feeling like there's, I have all of this, but I still feel like it's not enough. I don't want to move forward if it means letting go of what I've had. Like what I've had has been my freedom from this, and this. And it's like, but in losing your freedoms here, you've gained freedoms there, but in losing those freedoms, you'll gain other freedoms, And I feel like there's just kind of this shift, and it's been a little hard for you to let that go. And yet, I think when you do, you really start to see your way out and feel like you made a good decision, like, no, that was the right decision to make. Lean into it. Maybe that'll be the title. Okay, Libras. Let's see what else we can get for y'all. Not many. The World. Yeah, I do. I feel like it's ending. That other cycle that you just were not ready to let go of for whatever reason is ended. And I almost feel like this. I'm too tired to fight. I'm just going to lean into this. There's a sense of divine timing with that, and it doesn't feel defeated, because I feel like what's ending was you fighting the current, and feeling frustrated and feeling like you weren't getting anywhere. But it's like, well, stop fighting the current. Lean into it. Breathe, slow down. I feel like we just like, just like slow your energy down, just like take a moment, take a bath, light a candle, do some breathing exercises, tap your toes, like do whatever. Just like breathe, you know. It's ending, and it's good that it's ending. And I know that that scares you for whatever reason, because that will vary depending on my Libras, But whatever that reason is, I think that you'll find that it wasn't really much of a reason at all. It was just fear of the unknown. And yeah, you know it, but you don't know it in terms of being actually committed to it, because you always ride the fence. You don't really want to make a decision. But I don't think you really have a choice. So lean into it. Energetically speaking. Yeah, that did sound hella rapey. That was bad. But energetically speaking, if you feel like, I love you guys. If you feel like you keep knocking on the doors and the doors keep shutting in your face, then stop knocking on those doors. And all these windows over here are opening. Start going through the windows. What is y'all? Oh my gracious. Okay. No more analogies for you. Anyways, it's ending because you're you're going you're leaning into this direction that is forcing you to let go of this shadow side that you've just not wanted to let go of yet. You're like, I'm not ready to, because I feel like part of your shadow side is your charm, right? I don't know a Libra who doesn't exude charm. You know what I mean? You guys are so energetic and so friendly and always concerned with everything for everyone. And you know what I mean? Like you're Libras, And so it's just like, I don't know. I think that you've felt comfortable in, well, I almost feel like the good guy in a group of bad guys. But if I'm a good guy in a group of good guys, then like, what kind of guy am I? Which is a solid question. It's a valid question, like, who am I if I have to be more? Will I be enough? Um, Always. You're an infinite divine being, like why would you be afraid of that? I mean, I get it. The world teaches you to be afraid of it, and maybe, you have to explore the world in a way that other people haven't, but that's your journey here. Those are your lessons. Those are your experiences, you know? And we're constantly learning and evolving as people. We're learning to understand ourselves. We're learning to understand the world around us. We're learning how to bring those two things together, and that's the Libra way, to find the balance between it all. Um, but I think that there's been a level of toxicity that has tempered your taste for healthy, however that plays out for you. But I think that you know that the healthy is necessary. You know it's an energy that you do need to lean into. I think you're fighting it a little bit. But that's coming to an end and things are really changing. You're starting to see your way out. Because I feel like in real life, some divine intervention has been going down, you know? And I love that for everyone, you know, because everyone deserves it, because everyone is worthy of it, you know? And you are no exception to that, you know? King of Swords. Decision. Decision moving forward. I think that you are really committed to this directional change. No more riding the fence. I don't know. I don't know how that decision comes about for you, because I think that'll be different for all of my Libras. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, everybody who I know who are Libras are like all in different areas of the country, and you know what I mean? Like doing different things with their lives. And, you know, like, however that would resonate for anyone individually. Um, I just think that you're making a decision that you've toyed with, but you've dodged. Anima Mundi and the underworld. Well, again, I don't know. For a lot of my Libras, I do feel like that if I'm the good guy around the bad guys, then I feel like I have more value. And I'm afraid that if I am good amongst the people who are good, that I will somehow lose my value. Like I'm not good enough. Um, but you are good enough, you know? And you need the nutrients of the soil to, to grow, and to, have a fuller experience, and a fuller understanding of yourself, because I don't know, I think diving into topics, diving into things is always really, you know, I think it's an important part of a process a lot of times, because like you learn how to swim quick. You know what I mean? And when you do that, you learn how um, capable you are. And when you learn how capable you are, you move more confidently. And when you move more confidently, you don't get pulled back um, in other directions. You know, like you're steady, dedicated to a direction. And I love that for my leaves, because I feel like it's just been a hurdle for y'all, in whatever capacity, for you. But definitely, like an energetic lesson that I think has resonated with my Libras for a while. And I feel like that's changing for you, because you're just really seeing things very differently. Um, and I think you're at a point in your life where you just feel like I'm ready to lean into this. And that's amazing. And I love that. And if it does resonate with you, Leaps, please do leave me a like, share, and subscribe, comment, whatever. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with me and sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. And I'm so excited to be back here with you again. Yeah, I will see you all again soon. Bye.